Welcome to the Iota Phi Lambda Sorority, Inc. Risk Management Training. This session will guide you through essential strategies and practices to ensure safety and compliance within our organization. Let's begin by understanding the risk management process. The risk management plan is comprehensive, outlining the scope, intent, and procedures for managing risks within Iota Phi Lambda Sorority, Inc. It clearly identifies unacceptable adverse events to maintain safety and integrity. Our Iota Phi Lambda Sorority's risk management plan covers a broad span of information. During this training session, we will discuss each area. The Risk Management Committee is consistently reviewing and discussing how we can improve our sorority risk management. New updates require each chapter to identify a risk management representative by October 1st, 2025. Additionally, all members should have a Member Planet account within 30 days of induction to stay informed and compliant. For help in creating your Member Planet account, please contact your chapter president for the step-by-step video on how to create a Member Planet account. Completing a risk management report involves a structured process. Start with a brief summary, assess the risk level, evaluate risk capacity, identify impact areas, and propose management strategies to address the risks effectively. To submit a complaint, see Appendix D, Code of Ethics Complaint Form. Violation of the Iota Phi Lambda Sorority Risk Management Plan may result in disciplinary action up to and including revocation of a chapter and/or expulsion of an individual member. It's crucial to adhere to the guidelines to maintain the sorority's standards and reputation. The no alcohol policy applies specifically to undergraduate chapters. No alcohol shall be present at any recruitment or interest activities or undergraduate chapter activity. The possession, sale, or use of any illegal drugs or controlled substances during a sorority event or at any event that an observer would associate with the sorority are strictly prohibited. This applies to both undergraduate and graduate chapters. Our sorority enforces a zero-tolerance policy for hazing. No member, whether graduate or undergraduate, should engage in or condone any hazing activities, ensuring a safe and respectful environment for all. Hazing is strictly prohibited and includes any act that endangers the physical or psychological health of an individual. Members must avoid activities that violate laws or sorority policies to maintain a safe community. The sorority will not tolerate any form of sexual harassment, abuse, misconduct, assault, or battery. Upholding a respectful and safe environment is paramount for all members and participants. Retaliation against anyone reporting or inquiring about policy violations is prohibited. Members should feel safe to escalate concerns without fear of negative repercussions, ensuring transparency and accountability. Now it's time to put your knowledge to the test. Which type of behavior is not allowed or tolerated within Iota Phi Lambda Sorority? Hazing of any kind. Sexual harassment, bullying, or D, all of the above. The answer is D, all of the above. A, hazing of any kind. B, sexual harassment. And C, bullying. Scenario number 1. Within a chapter, the sorors have decided to participate in a number of activities, such as Sip and Paint, the Cancer Walk, Holiday Parade, and the Diaper Drive. One soror has stated that she can no longer afford to participate in any other events for the remainder of the sorority year. Several of the sorors within the chapter have isolated her and have begun to speak poorly of her financial situation. What issues do you see? For scenario number 1, let's talk about what issues do you see. There is financial hazing, bullying, and harassment that is present. Hazing is any act that intentionally or unintentionally causes mental, emotional, or physical harm to someone as a condition of joining or remaining in a group. Hazing can also include humiliating, degrading, or endangering behavior that happens regardless of a person's consent. Financial hazing is a type of hazing that involves forcing someone to spend an excessive amount of money. The Code of Conduct states, number 3, members shall treat all persons with dignity and respect. Number 4, Members shall refrain at all times from physically striking a member using foul language, making threats, or harassing another member. Injury or contamination at sorority events requires immediate action. Key steps include communication, accessing emergency services, environmental assessment, and maintaining confidentiality to manage the situation effectively. Please ensure a safety briefing is provided at all Iota Phi Lambda sorority in-person events. At minimum, share the exit locations and who to contact in case of an emergency. For transportation safety, the sorority recommends using hired services like buses or taxis for events. Members are responsible for their own liability when using personal vehicles, as the sorority provides no insurance coverage. Weapons and personal protection items are not allowed at any sorority event. Members are responsible for any harm caused by such items, and the sorority does not condone their use. Fire safety is crucial at sorority events. The use of candles, fireworks, or explosive devices is discouraged. Electronic candles are recommended to minimize risk and ensure safety. Here's your next knowledge check. This is a true or false question. A safety briefing is required to be provided at every in-person Iota Phi Lambda sorority event. True or false? A safety briefing is required to be provided at every in-person Iota Phi Lambda sorority event? The answer is true. Whenever there is an Iota Phi Lambda sorority event, a safety briefing is required to be provided. At minimum, share the exit locations and who to contact in case of an emergency. Okay, here's scenario number 2. At an Iota Phi Lambda sorority event, an incident occurred where several sorors and auxiliary members were injured. There were no chapter executive committee members present. The lead person was the committee chair. Both the regional director and the national president discovered the incident via social media. What issues do you see? Okay, let's look at what issues do you see with scenario number 2. First, the committee chair or an available program committee member should have notified the chapter president immediately. Next, the chapter president should have notified their regional director. Then the regional director would have notified the national president. If you are contacted by the news media, only the national president, regional director, or chapter president should speak for the chapter. Avoid saying no comment as it leads to speculation. Instead, make a simple statement. We are aware that an incident occurred and are cooperating fully with the police during this investigation. Working with minors requires strict adherence to safety guidelines. Programs like Iota Mothers Assistance Program and Future Iota Leaders emphasize creating a safe environment for youth engagement and development. Iota Phi Lambda sorority is committed to providing a safe environment for youth in our programs. All adults must undergo certified background checks to ensure the safety and well-being of participants. Please contact your chapter president to ensure your background check is up to date. When working with minors, avoid inappropriate behaviors such as using corporal punishment or providing alcohol. Maintain high standards of conduct and ensure interactions occur in public settings. You can find the safety of minors and working with minors policy in Appendix G of the Risk Management Plan. It's knowledge check time. Which appendix in the Iota Phi Lambda Risk Management Plan discusses safety of minors and working with minors? A. Appendix A. B. Appendix D. C. Appendix G. Or D. Appendix H. Which appendix in the Iota Phi Lambda Risk Management Plan discuss safety of minors and working with minors? The correct answer is C. Appendix G. Appendix A is the Code of Conduct form. Appendix D is the Code of Ethics complaint form. And Appendix H is the third-party vendor contract form. For scenario number 3, a youth engaged in an Iota Phi Lambda sorority-sponsored event has reported that he does not have a way to get home. What would you do? For scenario number 3, now let's look at what would you do if a youth engaged in an Iota Phi Lambda sorority-sponsored event has reported that he does not have a way to get home. The first response would be to contact the responsible parent or guardian to come and pick up the youth. Next, encourage a second soror to stay with you until the responsible adult arrives. Try to minimize being alone with any minor for extended periods of time. Iota Phi Lambda Sorority does not endorse or support sorors taking a youth home. The sorority upholds a strong commitment to equal opportunity, ensuring access to programs and membership regardless of race, age, or other factors. Violations can lead to serious consequences. Understanding the difference between the Code of Ethics and Code of Conduct is vital. Ethics reflect organizational values, while conduct outlines acceptable behaviors to uphold those values. You can find the Iota Phi Lambda Sorority Code of Conduct form in Appendix A of the Risk Management Plan. Okay, now let's walk through how to access your Code of Conduct form. First, log into your Member Planet account. Next, go to your inbox. Then click on the words View More at the bottom of the page. Next, at the top of the page, you will see the words All Items. Click there. Next, click on Surveys. Then you will see the sorority year 2025 to 2026, Iota Phi Lambda Sorority, Code of Conduct. Click here. Then read and complete the form accordingly. Remember, try to have your Code of Conduct form completed by November 15th and no later than December 15th. Legal assistance for sorority-related incidents is at the discretion of the national president. Members may seek personal legal counsel, but official matters require presidential approval. It's knowledge check time. For issues related to Iota Phi Lambda Sorority, who may contact legal? A, the national president. B, a chapter president. C, a regional director. Or D, anyone may contact legal representation. For issues related to Iota Phi Lambda Sorority, who may contact legal? The answer is A, the national president. In the event of an incident involving related to Iota Phi Lambda Sorority and the determination that legal assistance is required, activating legal assistance on behalf of Iota Phi Lambda Sorority is at the sole discretion of the national president. Okay, here's the last knowledge check question. In the revised Risk Management Manual dated August 3rd, 2025, which are headings in Appendix A, personal integrity and ethical conduct. B, respect and dignity. C, responsible communication. Or D, all the above. After the 96th National Convention, the revised Risk Management Manual dated August 3rd, 2025 was launched. This revision included headings in Appendix A, the Code of Conduct. Some of the new headings are A, personal integrity and ethical conduct. B, respect and dignity. And C, responsible communication. So the answer is D, all the above. It is the responsibility of every soror to be familiar and aware of the information set forth within this risk management plan. This includes the appendices, which consist of the Code of Conduct, the Code of Ethics, the Code of Ethics Complaint Pathway, the Code of Ethics Complaint Form, the National Executive Board Response to Ethical Complaint, the Conflict of Interest Form, the Safety of Minors and Working with Minors, the Third-Party Vendor Contract, a list of resources, and the Safety Briefing Template. Please take time to review each of these integral documents. They contain information that is important to ensure our Iota Phi Lambda sorority standards are adhered to. And finally, here are a few reminders. Number 1, read the risk management plan from cover to cover. Number 2, establish a Member Planet account. Number 3, complete your Code of Conduct form. The process is now more simplified. Just log into your Member Planet account. You will find the form on your homepage. Just open, complete, then hit submit. Number 4, contact your chapter risk management coordinator. And number 5, ensure your background check is up to date. Thank you for participating in the risk management training. If you have any questions, please do not hesitate to contact the Risk Management Committee or your chapter risk management representative. We are just a phone call away. Congratulations, you have successfully completed your risk management training for sorority year 2025 and 2026. Now please scan the QR code to obtain your risk management training certificate.